As you were reading, I was thinking what your perspective as an artist might be, because you deal with light all the time, right? And ways of seeing.
The artist kind of takes it the other direction, and the artist produces form through the use of light. So you can see the form, you can see where the light is on the form, but then when you're producing the form on the page, you have to use the simulation of light to produce the form. If what you're after is form, not all artists are after producing form. When they start training people on how to produce form, they'll start them with a sphere or an egg or a
Okay.
cone. And then you look at how the light strikes it, and where is the light? Where's the reflected light? Where is the light turning into the shadow? Because there's a difference in value at every one of those junctures. And it's that difference in value that actually reproduces the form or represents the form on the page.
Mm. Yeah, and for
And
me, that's the simulation. And beautifully, then it becomes something like the aircraft carrier, too. It's a representation, but then it becomes a landing place for many people to meet and change their regularities, the way that they're having that immediate reaction with the world. And that's how I think of art often, is like a meeting place or a way we are able to share our unique paths that we've walked till now. How do you think of it? I mean, too
I've,
much.
I've often said that a person doesn't need to do painting or drawing in order to participate in this communication that comes through creativity. It could come through cooking, or it could come through gardening, or
Yeah.
any way in which that inner voice that's in you, that comes out of the very unique way in which you have been crafted and developed, and who you are through relationships with people and with books and with ideas, that your voice is needed in the world. And that
Amen.
can't always be articulated with words, very
No.
seldom, in fact. I mean, only really good poets can articulate that voice in a way that it communicates to the heart of another person. But that voice is necessary, because the only way the world becomes whole again is if all of this creative intent from each person gets back out into the atmosphere and starts working
Yeah,
together,
I absolutely
because
agree with
that's
that.
where we meet. We meet in those places.
Yeah, it's like a landscape in a way. I mean, you have many different kinds. Like books can do it, art can do it, cooking, conversations. Those are all very different landscapes, and we all have very different experiences of those worlds. But there's this external creation that we do, which becomes the meeting place. It's beautiful, I think, that we can
Mhm.
do this. And you don't have to go into every little detail of your life that led you to experience the artwork or the book in that way, but you can. It can lead you to those discussions if you want, and it's opening up this whole other space between people where you can, first of all, realize that you might not be having exactly the same experience when you look at a piece of art or read a book, even if it moves you to the same degree.
Yeah, I can't imagine that any of us could ever have the same experience when we read a book,
Yeah, we can't. I think
right?
it's
I mean,
impossible.
you and
Not
I could
exactly
read
the
the
same.
same book, but because you've studied Hegel, you're going to have a perspective, whether you agree with Hegel or not agree with Hegel, but because
Hmm.
you've studied Hegel, all those ideas are going to come into your head as you're reading, and they're little puffballs that get stuck on the Velcro of
Definitely.
your brain, right?
I like that.